That'll get a little worse with the miss by Jalen Reed. And a finish by Dior Johnson. And that's been on a couple occasions. We're tied at 15. Sears inside. Nowhere to go. And it's knocked away and taken by Williams. Only the third LSU turnover. Dior Johnson pushing for Ivy Curry. They work it inside, and Yatsus flushes it home. UCF's got the lead.
All off that turnover by Jordan Sears. The other night really struggled taking care of the basketball at the point guard spot. 2 assists and 6 turnovers. He had been so good coming into that game. They need him to play well.
First lead today for UCF after trailing by as many as 7 early on. Fountain handing off for Miller. Shot clock's inside of 10. It's Miller and Ivy Curry. And that's swatted away by Benny Williams. LSU's missed 8 of its last 9 shots. Reed works on Yatsus. Williams has his second rejection.
Dad over there on that bench. It helps Darius, a guy that's been very, very loyal to this program. With a great feed here off the pick and roll.
Able to finish at the rim. Benny Williams has been everywhere defensively. I was going to mention his brother has been an electric scorer in his career. Lob it up top to Williams. Great feed from Johnson. And a big-time flush. Starting here.
Darius Johnson.
And he's got Carter. Those two with Gibbons, Reed, and Robert Miller III. And Gibbons slipped. Coleman has it. Mahovsky in transition. Miller went up to block it. Coleman's there to clean it up.
But Mike Williams is a guy that's played a lot of minutes. He's played a lot of minutes for this LSU program. One of only 3 returners. Played in every game last year. And
Johnson knocking down a rainbow triple.
Darius Johnson says, I've got plenty of a lather going. I'm fine rising up and knocking down a 3-point shot.
That guy's knocked down a 3-pointer or 2 in his career. Jai Bailey will try and hit from 3. That's his first make on the season from distance.
But that's a ball that he has to shoot. Cam Carter with the crossover gets in the lane and draws the defense. Jai Bailey shot that ball with a lot of confidence. He is capable. We know we talked about him as a driver. He is a capable 3-point shooter. As Johnson says, I'm feeling it right now.
Of course, when your twin brother's a lottery picker and his shadows a little bit, as Yatsus with the left hand, his strong one, flips it in off the glass.
Yatsus last year was at LaSalle, gave them great minutes as Carter misses the 3 here, but he adds depth to this front court. He's a skilled player, can shoot jump hooks with either hand. Good finish there.
6'10" out of Lithuania. 8.5 points, 5 rebounds last year. Johnson again, his 3rd triple in the last couple of minutes. Johnny Dawkins' team having a time.
Ball movement, just so much dribbling, even in this possession right here. One guy's touched it the entire possession, just putting it down on the floor too much.
Carter knifes inside, that'll be a goaltend.
Fountain's just got to see that basketball go in with his eyes.
Jam inside. How about the dishing there? Hendricks found him for 2 more.
And this is what we didn't see the other night from UCF. Sean Hall having himself a day, but it's Jam on this. Swung around the perimeter. Nobody trying to put pressure on the paint. You got to try to draw help and free up some of those 3-point shots. Keyshawn Hall with a groan.
And Sears rebounds. LSU, a rare chance to run. Miller streaks to the hoop, scooped it in with a foul. And a chance for one in the house.
And that's exactly how LSU. Martin, first team All-OVC, has been terrific coming into the Greenbrier.
They've led in this game by as many as 20. It's down to 5. Johnson feeds. Williams skies in for the deuce.
And that's the second time he's found his teammate off the crossover dribble, gets in the lane for the big-time finish. Find a way to win this one and head back to Baton Rouge with the split. They're going to have to find ways to play better on the offensive end of the floor and not give up easy baskets like that.
Yeah, so Coleman finishes. Yatsus showing off some nice passing as well as a big man. UCF pushes the lead back to 15. It's been as many as 20 in this game. See if LSU can get rolling offensively in the second half. They're going to need it. Jalen Reed puts a shoulder down. Coleman helps out and steals it. Another one for UCF, their 9th.
There's just nowhere to go. This UCF defense is swarming. Anytime anybody tries to put the basketball down on the ground. getting back to his sock. It's solid. All matched up 5-on-5.
Jai Bailey working on Hall, outside to Sears, and finally he gets one to drop.
That's exactly what LSU needs to do. Ivy Curry overhelped on that possession, freed up Sears, and he can get going. LSU's going to get back in this game.
Johnson missed it. Yatsu spanked it up and in. There he is again. He's been great off the bench.
How about the minutes that he's been giving this team in this game with Sean being in foul trouble? He's come in and provided a good spark.
He's in double figures. He's got 10. Reed, meanwhile, able to clean it up. So Jalen Reed put back is there. 14-point game. 4 gone by here in the second half. Took LSU a while to get on the board with their first field goal in the second half. Now they need stops. Yatsus wants it every time down the floor. Can't blame him. Hall for 3. Connects.
He's so strong. He's so physical down there. He can get to either jump hook. Look through him to run some actions as
Johnson again.
He loves that step back crossover. That is a difficult move to guard. Darius Johnson having himself an afternoon.
That is his 4th three-pointer. It's one shy of a season high and made threes in the game. Reed to Miller. In the lane, his floater is true.
They're putting the Tigers on the free throw line. The clock stops, and it allows them to crawl back into this game.
They try to hand it off. Stolen away, victorious Miller. LSU 3-on-2. Miller to the rim, puts it in with a foul.
Ovation of victorious Miller on the push. He's got a 3-on-2 break. He says, you know what?
7 straight for the Tigers. Just north of 11 to go. Johnson hands off. Williams for the flush. He's gotten high above the rim a couple times today.
And that's just a blown pick and roll coverage. Cam Carter was forcing him to the baseline, almost like trying to ice, but there was no front court player there. Johnson reads it, gets down the lane. Another great pass.
5th assist for him. Gibbons for 3. Bucket. Cham playing with 3 fouls. He's finally back in. Johnson falls away from the baseline. Difficult shot, and he drilled it. He's got 14. UCF by 10. We're under the midway point of the second half. First matchup ever on the hardwood between these two programs. Johnson turns the corner with the left and banks it in. He's got 18.
What a move. Getting down to his left hand, absorbing the contact, driving it all the way in there. We've seen this guy do a little bit of everything in this game.
Zone look from UCF. It's Reed and Chum backing him down with 3 fouls, and he stripped him. Here comes Keyshawn Hall against Gibbons. LSU gets back, didn't matter. You're too modest, man. That was, what, 40 degrees and you're shooting 80? Meanwhile, Sears buries a triple, and LSU's second half push continues.
That zone again. A little ball screen continuity versus it. Frees him up. Him making threes is good for this team. They need to try to get him going.
He's got 2 triples today. Here's Dior Johnson. Hall, open corner pop. And he missed it. But Debo Coleman on the offensive glass for 2.
Not giving up on the play. Talked about that rebounding stat for this team. It's such an effort stat. Whoever wins that rebounding war tends to be the team that's just playing with a little bit more effort.
Sears, long 3. Oh, he knocked it in from Morgantown.
Sears here, this zone offense, ball just gets swung back to him, or a post up on the inside.
You think they're trying to find Sears right now? There he is, a 5th 3. Not that time. Some contact, no call. Here comes Johnson, streaking down the lane, put it up and in. What a day he's had. 20 points now for Darius Johnson, his 11th career 20-point game.
Got that up way high on the glass. What a finish by Darius Johnson.
There's Chum. Oh, he waited patiently and still blocked the shot from Bailey all day.
And that's a set play. It's an isolation play for him to take off and drive. They've got some contact afterwards. Jai Bailey gets him up in the air. Great job by Chum.
Shot clock is at 10. Johnson's down the lane. Scooped it up and in again. He's got 22. And we got a timeout.
How about this finish? Darius Johnson.
At 6, Johnson makes his move. Hands it off, Ivy Curry for the win. No! And we've got overtime at the Greenbrier. Sears, Chest, and Bailey. It's Johnson, Hall, Ivy Curry, Chom, and Coleman for UCF. Ivy Curry in the mid-range, just his second field goal today, and UCF's back in front, the first points of OT.
Just made the right read off that pick and roll, got to his spot, rises up, knocks it down.
That's got to feel good. He missed his prior 6. Jalen Reed has been the man inside for LSU today. Missed it, tipped up and in by Bailey, climbing the ladder to tie us up again.
The effort plays by Corey Chest. Jai Bailey flying into the offensive glass. You can see Coach McMahon trying to go to Reed. Jom's got 4 fouls. See if they can't get him on the bench. But Ivy Curry steps back.
Gets the touch.
The rim is his friend.
The Reed screen, backtracking with 10 to shoot. Half a minute to go. Bailey, drop off, feed to Reed for the stuff. LSU back up 4-19 for Reed.
Off the ball screen on a short roll. UCF has to step up.
With 3, with 2, Sears hoists off the mark, and we go to double overtime at the Greenbrier.
Why not? Might as well play some more.
In White Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, Sears had a look. Double overtime we go. Sears has hit 5 threes today. Backtracks with 4. They got to go. Carter looking for room. Off the mark, rebound Ivy Curry. UCF can push. Johnson finds Ivy Curry for 3.
Once you get yourself down there, transition defense-wise, LSU's got to do a better. It's a little bit of a mismatch on the inside.
And you figure it gives you another shot maker offensively now, too. Off the screen, Sears, his 6th three-pointer today. He's got 18, and we're tied at 85 in double OT.
Just a little pin down action off the underneath out of bounds. UCF tries to go up the inside.
He's 1 shy of a career high in made threes. Ivy Curry to respond, and does. Oh, what an overtime he's put together. 17 for him, 12 after regulation. Carter, corner 3, right back at you.
So it's a 3-point contest here. UCF goes up the inside on that little pin down, then the extra pass. Man, a lot of fun.
Incredible shooting late. Incredible clutch shooting from this guy. Sears turns the corner, puts it up and in with a foul.
Oh, UCF runs something similar, just kind of a misdirection with some false motion.
Around the key, it's Cam Carter. Off the bounce in the lane, lost the ball. Here comes Ivy Curry and UCF. They can regain the lead with a 3. Hall inside. Battling with Reed, put it up and in for the tie. With 51.7 to go, Hall's got 13.
Keyshawn Hall made the play off the underneath out of bounds to tie this game, to get this thing to double overtime. What a finish on that play.
We've been tied 9 times in this game. Reed working on Williams, drop off to Bailey, he puts it in. Back and forth we go in double overtime.
Jai Bailey, right place, right time.
Can UCF tie it or take the lead? Hall spins, flips it up and in for the tie again.
We've talked about Darius Johnson and Jordan Ivy Curry, but how about the plays of Keyshawn Hall coming down the stretch? LSU not electing to call timeout.
Shot clock turned off. 5 seconds to go in double overtime. Sears backtracking with 2, with 1 for the win. No! And we go to a 3rd overtime. Now,
Keyshawn Hall with the grown move on the inside, and then it's Jai Bailey just being in the right spot. And then how about this on the spin? Back to his left hand.
In triple overtime here at the Greenbrier tip-off. Reed, backdoor Bailey, knocked away by Devo Coleman.
Layup kind of sneaks in here behind that zone, but tip-off classic. We didn't want to leave the Greenbrier. We'll get another round of golfing tomorrow.
Connors Miller
victorious
over the top of Williams. An emphatic flush. Ivy Curry flips it up and in.
What a finish.
In triple overtime, Ivy Curry, no. Rebound tip to Sears. LSU with an open floor, and Sears will flush it down.
Victorious Miller, the freshman, as Keyshawn Hall with the and one. Keyshawn Hall hit and make those types of plays.
Left it short. Ball bounces away. Carter has it. LSU can dribble out the clock, and Carter will finish with a flourish. A windmill jam. Players not too happy on each side, and we're going to have some talking afterwards too, but LSU rallies from 20 down to win 109-102 in triple overtime here at the Greenbrier.